So where you from?
New York.
I am, me too. But you're not a Yankees fan though, right?
Born and bred.
Oh, come on. Dagger to my heart, really? Well, I guess we'll never speak again, Megan. Chico, we don't talk to Yankees fans, right?
Hola, Carmen.
Hola.
Hola, Ramon.
Hola.
We were just talking about his movements. You know, he has really good
Wow,
cadera
this
movement like Shakira.
Yeah.
I don't know
Have you
about
seen
that.
that?
I would not.
The ladies love your movements, bro.
Kira is, yeah, she's on another level. But yeah, I dance.
Yeah, a ver.
No, it takes two.
So, Carmen, you're good in Spanish now, right?
Baila.
Baila despacito.
Oh,
no,
boy,
esa canción
see?
está pegando.
Yeah.
Wow, this story is just close to my heart. It's beautiful. Megan Leavey. How was it presented to you guys? And talk to me about the training that you guys went through, because this is a beautiful story that had to be told.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was sent the script originally, and I thought it was, it was an interesting script. I love that, based on a true character, and I love that kind of the evolution of Megan Leavey. And then it was basically, I had a conversation with Gabriela, the director, who I was a fan of as well. I loved the documentary. And we just kept talking about how can we make this character, Morales, interesting. I think he just was originally just like a love interest, but I go, that's simple. How do I find him to be a little more dynamic, and what can he bring to her? And so I think we found a cool relationship where he gets to show her a little bit when she first gets out to war and what to expect. But you kind of start seeing some of their issues and past things come up, I think, with Morales and with Megan's character. But he got to also have some humor, which I wanted to add to that. I didn't want him to just be I think there's a perception of always military being very serious, and I think they're human beings, and yes, they're in very extreme circumstances, but I feel like they use humor often, and they have a specific sense of humor to help cope with what they're dealing with. And so I wanted to try to incorporate that and to kind of, she's very serious in the movie always, and Gabriela was always like, if you could find a moment to make her smile, feel free to find that. And so I got to try to play with that a lot.
And you did.
Yeah.
And now,
I think
humor, talking about humor, Carmen, you're good at this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think what Ramon said is really like one of the things that drew me to the film too, because as I read it, I felt like I was reading a story about human beings and not just these like characters that's like, okay, this is the archetype of this character and that's it. That's all they are. From Megan starting off being like, trying to find herself and having a tough relationship with her mother and just being troubled, and then eventually getting into the military and still not perfect, but then she, through the relationship with Rex, her dog, she starts to feel some worth in herself and feel some purpose. And I think any human being has been through that experience of like feeling like, man, where are we? What am I doing? Just finding someone or an animal or a career, something that gives them worth. And I think the dog is a beautiful place to start, where you can get some worth. A relationship with a dog is a beautiful place, because it's like probably one of the purest relationships you'll ever have is with the animal. And so I thought it was a really great love story more than a war story.
From New York?
Yeah.
Me too. My first time in country. What about him?
Germany.
Did you guys cry? Have you guys seen the movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
I haven't seen the movie, but when I read the script, I was tearing up. So, I ain't too cool to say it. I was definitely tearing up.
The dog part that's one aspect for sure. I think we talked about this earlier, where it's like when something happens to an animal on screen, it's amazing, especially a dog. People like break down. Yeah. And we've almost been desensitized a little bit to what happens to human beings. But I think, like Haman said, there's this purity with this dog and this relationship, this unconditional love, that really touches people's heart. I mean, it touched my heart too, for sure.
So you did cry.
I did, absolutely. I'm not afraid to cry. I love crying.
I know, me too. I'm like, yo, people are like,
Esos son los
hey,
hombres.
Yeah.
my daughter laughed because I cried at Pitch Perfect, the movie.
Okay.
Maybe I should have said that on camera. Oh, well.
Wait, it's recorded now. Everybody's gonna know. It's also about, it gives you the message of finding a purpose in life. You know, like Megan
Yes.
found her purpose.
Yeah.
Have you guys found your purpose? And can you guys tell us what it is?
I mean, I think, you know, the fun part, not to get too kind of, but it's, you know, life's an interesting journey. You're kind of always finding things along the way, and sometimes people are finding things in you and helping you out. I've definitely found, you know, some of my purposes, and I think it's an ongoing kind of experience, but the largest being, to be honest, is just to be a good person. Like to spread love and be a good person. I think we need a lot more of that, and compassion and empathy. Very kind of simple things, but sometimes it, you know, it either gets blocked or we don't want to be vulnerable. I think that's one of the things why people connect again with animals. There's this, they don't have that, you know, they don't have this fear. They'll just show you whatever they're vulnerable. They'll share, and so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I believe my purpose has been to inspire through, you know, whatever, if that's just a conversation I have with somebody, or art or music, or, you know, getting to be a part of a film that has the inspirational element to it, inspiring people to feel like they are worth something, to find their purpose, and also, you know, to hopefully reflect God is one of my most important purposes that I believe that I should be doing, and I want to do, and I continue to grow. My purpose grows, and I just want people to like be happy. So that's one of my purposes, is try to give people, you know,
Put a smile on your
happiness.
face.
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys did. It was a beautiful movie as well. So one last question. If you guys could bring your story to life in a movie, what would be the plot story?
Well, I'm actually doing that right now.
You're doing a
That's
story
something
about
that I
your life?
wrote. Yeah, partially about my childhood, because I think it's, again, something very relatable. So it's
¿De qué trata?
it's a father-son story. And it has some themes similar to this, in the sense of dealing with the past. How do you deal with your past? How do you move past it? Because that's something I feel like we all have.
Yeah.
And have we, you know, found a way to deal with it, accept it, confront it, or you know, or leave, you know, I think the common thing is to just dig it, you know, throw it underneath and not pay attention to certain things. So it's basically a coming of age about a young man finding himself because of his past that he has to deal with and confront.
That's great.
So your past has...
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We have to know your past.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's very interested in it.
Yeah.
Is it about your dad?
Yeah. It's about it's loosely based on the relationship between me and my dad. Yeah.
I want to see that movie.
That's a good movie.
Do you still talk to your dad?
I do. Well, this story, writing it, got me to reach back out to him after I hadn't seen him or heard from him in 14 years. And so when I started writing this story, it was a very cathartic process where I got to go and show up in Puerto Rico unannounced and see him.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you? Okay, so you got to see him already.
Yeah. Yeah. I made peace with that.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Wow,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Let me see that is.
That's you getting the early scoop on his whole story.
I know.
You're gonna have to do the
Thank
press
you.
junket.
Exactly.
but,
We like that. I just cut this and put this for the next press junket.
¿Y tú?
I believe my story would be about a boy finding his purpose, like and kind of redefining that as it goes along, trying to seek out his dream, and like the struggles that go with that come along with doing that dream, how it affects your family, you know, how it affects, you know, the ups and downs of truly believing in, like, can I get to the next level? And when things are not going right and you don't have, you know, the money to pay for rent, like, and everybody thinks you got it, like, that type of experience. And that would really be my life story. And yeah, I mean, most of all.
Everybody has a past, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the past wouldn't be great. Like, it wasn't like it would be squeaky clean, but it would just be like this, you know, it's more of a rocky story.
Which we love.
Yeah.
You know, we loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Le tienes que enseñar a bailar, ¿ah? O él te tiene que enseñar a rapear. He has to teach you how to dance, and you have to teach him how to rap.
All right. He
Okay.
might know how to rhyme already.
He probably
Look, this dude
does.
is multi-talented.
He's very
you know,
talented.
Yeah.
You guys are both very talented. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And I want to see your movies
Thank you.
pretty soon,
Appreciate it.
okay?
Thank you.
Gracias.
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 Senator, can I just have a moment of your time? His name is Rex. He saved thousands of lives in Iraq.
What did you say your name was?
Corporal Megan Levy.
All you gotta do is fight. And you know how to fight. You're a Marine.
What would you say to Rex if he were here?
I'd thank him for teaching me what love is.
Is there a